All right, this is awesome, guys. Shilo, Sanders, and Will Sheppard are going to the Bucs. I'm going to break that down for you guys, give you my kind of thoughts. Any Tampa Bay Buccaneers fans in here, feel free to join the comments as well. But I'm going to break it down for you guys, give you guys a little glimpse of who these guys are, and you're getting two wonderful people in addition to the other guys that you have brought in. Also, love the fact that you guys brought in Tez Johnson and Desmond Watson, the 460-pound defensive lineman from Florida. Um, yeah, I love how y'all handled that. But anyways, let's go ahead and get into it. I'm going to cover Shilo, or I'll cover Will Sheppard first, and then we'll get to Shilo, all of that stuff. So let's go to Will Sheppard's page here. Will Sheppard, man, he was the guy that I thought would be the one wide receiver drafted outside of Travis Hunter. Now, I jinxed the whole situation. Jimmy LeJohntay drafted. Will Sheppard was not, but that's okay. I think he has the opportunity to still carve out a very nice career for himself. And he's going to a very, very interesting team in the Tampa Bay Buccaneers to do this. What I love about Will Sheppard, man, you can't teach size and speed, baby, and he's got that for especially for a big guy. 6'3", I think he measured in at the combine like 6'2" and some change, 200 pounds. I can't even remember what he ran at the 40 at the pro day, but he has comparable speed for his size. And you could go ahead and look at that on tape. I mean, he can separate downfield. I think he has really good long speed. I think where he could continue to grow is just, of course, for most wide receivers, it's those little nuances in the route running. As he continues to get deeper in his career, um, he'll have to rely on a little bit more of those nuances and setups, those releases for getting separation at the NFL level. But you're talking about a guy that can go up and get contested catches. You're talking about a guy who has made huge plays for us in the clutch. Go take a look at what he was doing. The full extension, uh, like 50-yard bomb that he had, touchdown catch that he had against UCF. Yes, he dropped the Hail Mary against Baylor that LeJohntay caught on the next play, but don't let that play define Will Sheppard for you. I think it was only total with 2 drops on the year. Yeah, he's fantastic. Oh, so here at the receiving, I mean, look at this: 620 yards, 13 yards of reception, 6 touchdowns. And again, guys, there was plenty of great wide receivers. Colorado led college football with the most receivers drafted this year, and Shador spread the ball around quite a bit. I think any of these guys, if they were the number one options at their schools, at other schools, they would have been 1,000-yard wide receivers. He's incredibly talented. He spent 4 years at Vanderbilt before coming out to Colorado. Incredibly intelligent and great teammate, hard worker, good in the run blocking as well. We can get to that here in a second, but he had a great run blocking grade. See, quarterback rating when targeted 123.4. Contested catch rate, guys, right at 50%. He got 12 of 24 catches or targets. Drop percentage was 4%, guys. Caught only had 2 drops on the year on how many targets? 69 targets. A guy that, yeah, you could put at the slot a little bit. You can see, and maybe even more so, kind of like the big slot type of thing. Now, of course, Tampa Bay has a very good group of 4 receivers now with Emeka Egbuka there as well, in addition to their trio of very good wide receivers. But I think um, Will Sheppard has the potential to play a big slot role if you need. But he's mainly an outside wide receiver that also provides some receiving chops as well. But very productive at Vanderbilt. Again, the numbers weren't as high here compared to at Vanderbilt because he wasn't, the top option here. Obviously, that went to Blitnikoff and Heisman Trophy winner Travis Hunter, but still very efficient, very helpful. In his role. I think he executed it tremendously. And then, yeah, when you look at the run blocking, okay, 3 penalties, 1 accepted on the year, 67.4 in run blocking is, very good. So, and look to develop on from that since working with Jason Phillips here as the wide receivers coach at Colorado. You guys are going to love Will Sheppard, man. Now, do I see him making the roster, we'll have to see. But I think that he's a guy that is definitely going to add special teams ability, not as like returner, although he has done that, I think like 3 times this year for CU. But he's a guy that can go and make tackles. He's a guy that can be a gunner for you, I think. So, yeah, I think that he adds value on special teams. And again, NFL teams, you can never have enough 6'3" wide receivers. That's just my opinion. I think he's built for the NFL. Very excited to see him going to Tampa, where Tampa's always had really good wide receivers, at least in my life, most of my life. So love to see Will Sheppard going there. Now let's talk about. And let me just say, Will Sheppard, awesome dude, loved by his teammates. You could go watch all the well-off videos. I mean, they showcase all these guys that got drafted quite a bit, man. Will Sheppard, a glue guy, a leader, a team first guy. You are going to love him. You're going to love him. In addition, you're going to absolutely love Shilo Sanders, man. I love Shilo Sanders. Now, was he an elite college safety here at Colorado? No, no. And that's why I did expect him to go undrafted. But he was a good college safety for us. And I thought very, very solid. Of course, you're going to see the few times he got juked or maybe took a bad angle somewhere. But what I love about Shilo is that he leaves it all on the field, man. And he's going to be a special teams ace for you guys. I think that's where he's going to get his playing time starting off. 6 feet, 200 pounds, and he hits like a thunderbolt, man. If he makes contact, man, it's going to be an issue. I think, man. Sometimes he was flagged, a few times, man, for unnecessary roughness or whatever. But man, you just love the way in which he plays, man. You gotta love the way in which he plays. His nickname is, Headache Gang, CEO of the Headache Gang. He's giving guys headaches out there. And yeah, you can see he had 39 snaps on special teams this year, and he's played, special teams throughout. Now, one thing that I really do love about Shilo, we can get to the defensive stats, but again, he is a tremendous person, man. And people forget this. He spent his first year of college over at South Carolina, so he has had time. He hasn't just been coached, by his dad the entire career. Some people might mischaracterize him as just being a daddy ball guy. That is not true. No, 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 no. Um, Shiloh's fantastic, man, and he's a glue guy for the team. He's a leader. He's a dog. He's everything you want. In a player, man. And I think one of his best moments, honestly, came this weekend. A lot of people are highlighting this, and I think it's great, is just, when Shador was slipping in the draft, you could see throughout the Twitch stream that he wasn't even concerned about himself, man. He was there to keep Shador encouraged, keep things light. And Shiloh's hilarious, man. I've said this, man. I think, at some point later on in his life, much later, he could kill it as a stand-up comedian. I think he could absolutely kill it. He's also a wonderful musician, can play the piano. He's awesome, but he's a guy that's going to lift up the locker room. He's a glue guy. He is a team guy, and you love the swagger in which he plays with when he's on the field. I'm very excited to see how he performs throughout camp and hopefully carving out a role for himself on the roster. But yeah, like I think that even if they don't at first, that's okay. These guys are going to be wonderful additions to the practice squad, and it would not surprise me if they're elevated or activated at some point. As you do know, with the NFL, there's a lot of those guys that start on the practice squad end up getting some time and some run once the season starts for various reasons. So, Shilo Sanders, Will Sheppard, they're going to be tremendous. And yeah, again, let's just look at some of the statistics. 58 total tackles for Shilo. A little bit higher of a missed tackle percentage this year, but he was a little bit lower last year at 12.5. He led the team in tackles in 2023. Our front seven was also absolutely terrible in 2023. And my bad, he was at South Carolina for 2 years. But yeah, he's a guy that's going to come in and I think get along with everybody really really well. Again, he's a team first guy. He's a guy who will lift up and encourage everybody, and does have some underrated coverage chops. 71.7 coverage grade. Yeah. In terms of interceptions and all that, I think he had one in 2023, 6 career interceptions. Struggled a little bit in pass coverage this past year. But again, I think you get him into the right situation, playing the right role. He could really excel at that. And I think for both of these guys right now, it starts on special teams. Lastly, I did want to say again, congratulations to him because I just love this. I won't harp on this for too long, but I think again you can break down the intricacies of why trying to make sense of why Shador fell and what happened. But again, I will maintain it that think if Shador had Drew Rosenhaus as his agent to start this period, there's no way he falls out of the first round. I believe that, and I do want to give Shilo credit, man, for understanding that. Hey, maybe the process hasn't been perfect for him either, and making the decision to sign with Drew Rosenhaus on Saturday. And what do you know, guys? Drew Rosenhaus gets him on to the Buccaneers. I think that again, this is a relationship business. Drew Rosenhaus knows how to work with superstar players and just high profile athletes. Um, Shiloh is not a superstar NFL player, but he is a high profile athlete. And I think having somebody experienced in his corner um, that has been around the NFL at an agent capacity for so long is really going to benefit him. And I'm very very excited. It does not surprise me at all to see him signing with one of the best to ever do it. And I think that's also going to help his career for the long term as well, because agents get their guys drafted and agents get their guys signed. So, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Let's go, Buffs.